doing 10-minute chair yoga today. Chair yoga is great if one, sitting on the floor and doing a lot of things on a mat doesn't feel super accessible to you, or two, if you just sit in an office chair all day and need a quick refresh for your body. It's super important to just take those little breaks to get moving a little bit, and this chair yoga is a great way to do it. So we're gonna start just sitting up tall. So best you can, find your sit bones down in your chair, feet on the floor, and then hands to your knees, and then just thinking of a string on the top of your head, pulling your spine up tall, but not flaring the ribs open, keeping them nice and closed, and just finding a good posture for a minute. Good, take a breath here, maybe close your eyes, inhale, and a big exhale. Good, from here, drop your head to the left, and then wrap your arm around just about to the ear, not pulling on your head, but just giving it a little bit of pressure. Bring this opposite arm out to the side to a diagonal, and then look down at your left knee. Let's take one more breath here. Roll the head down and around, and then we're just switching to the other side, grabbing onto the head, arm coming to a diagonal, and then looking at the ground. Nice, roll the head down and around, and we're just going to take a couple neck rolls, as big or as little as you'd like. And then when you're ready, take it the other way. Good. We're gonna take a couple cat-cows, but seated. So we're gonna do it with our arms in a goalpost. We're gonna inhale, arch the back, lifting the chest. And if you want, you can even come onto your chair and let the top of the chair pop your back for you. Otherwise, just inhaling, opening the chest, and then exhale, curving forward. Your arms are gonna dive forward, belly button to spine, and then interlace the fingers and pull yourself forward. Good, same thing just like that. Inhale, bring the elbows up, chest lifts. Exhale, dive. One more like that, inhale. And exhale. Nice, inhale, lift the arms up. Drop your left hand to the opposite knee. This arm's gonna come back behind your chair. You can grab onto your chair if that feels accessible, and then we're just gonna do a twist. So lift the body tall, again, that string on top of your head, and then just rotate till you find a nice spinal twist. Good, head goes over your right shoulder. Good, and then inhale the arms up, opposite way. Finding the hand on your chair and the knee, maybe using a little bit of that leverage to get a nice spinal twist. Good, breathing big where you can, maybe into the chest since our abdominal area is a little bit more restricted. Good, find center again, lift the arms up one more time. Twist just like we did back to that first side, grabbing the chair and the knee, and then we're gonna do 3 arm circles coming up and around. So when I twist towards my right, I'm gonna reach towards the back of the room, reach my arm up and open, maybe get a little stretch on the opposite shoulder on this one, and then back around. Then one more circle. Nice. Return to center. Other side. Circle this arm up, back and around. 1. Letting the gaze follow this moving hand. 2. Good. Really maximizing your range of motion here. 3. Find your twist, and then find center. Good, from here we're gonna do our legs. So lift the right leg, and then we're gonna cross it over your left. To this kind of crossed position. If this doesn't feel super accessible to you, straighten the bottom leg and do it lower. Good, if we're here, same thing, inhale, maybe Lift the spine, let the sits bones find the chair again. And this probably is a good enough stretch for a lot of us. Getting into that outer hip, glute area. Gonna flex this toe. And then push the knee down. Nice. Good. If you want, you can start to hinge forward at the hips, and that'll just start to get deeper and deeper into the hips. Nice. Good, use the breath, feel the hips, tap into your body. Good, and then if your leg was lower, it might look like this. Nice, one more breath. And switching the legs. Nice, again, flexing the foot, knee comes down. Lift the spine, and then this might be a good enough stretch for you. Sometimes one side is tighter than the other. That's normal, but just something to be aware of. Good, push that knee down, and then if you want, hinging forward at the hips to get a little deeper. Good, and inhale, and exhale. Good, drop it back down. We're gonna stretch our wrists. So to stretch our wrists, we're gonna start by just rolling them one way and then rolling them the other. Good, nice. And then like you're gonna serve somebody something, and then dropping your fingers down. Using the opposite hand, pull those fingers back towards you. This is great if you're typing on a keyboard all day. Important to kind of stretch out those wrist canals. And then really quick, just for an opposite stretch, put it down, maybe give it a nice slow shake, and then we'll do the other side. Serve your plata, start pulling your fingers back. Then we'll stretch this side. Good, and then for the opposite stretch, flicking the wrist down, pulling it really quick. Same thing, giving it a nice little shake. Good, next thing we're gonna do are ankles. If you want, you can bring your leg back to where we had it. You could also potentially bring it closer to you. If you have the mobility to bring your knee in, go for that. We're gonna point and flex our toes. So toes going down towards the ground, and then toes coming up towards the ceiling. A couple times, down and up, down and up, and then give it a nice little roll. And another way. Nice, and kick this leg straight out in front of you. See if you can hold it. Get a little bit of strength, engaging that quad. Good, and then if you can, grabbing it at your calf or even your quad, just giving it a little bit more support, and then hinging forward at the hips. Good, so same thing, a little bit of a hamstring calf stretch, but this time a little bit strength with it, keeping the leg up. Good, and then switch. This leg comes up, you can bring the knee into the chest, this back to this hip stretch, or you can just do these circles on the ground if that's not feeling accessible to you, but whatever you're doing, flex the foot up and down. Good, a couple more times. And give it a roll one way. Maybe get some good ankle pops. Roll it the other way. Nice, extend it out in front of you. Good, take a second to try to hold it here. Nice, just kind of feeling the muscles of our legs, and then grabbing either on your thigh, your calf, kind of wherever you can reach it. Hinging, making the back straight again, hinging the hips forward, getting a little bit of a stretch while still being nice and engaged in the leg. Nice, last thing, drop the leg. Fold on over, maybe you can touch your toes. Just letting your back hang can sometimes feel good. Maybe shake the head, yes and no. Good, and then roll slowly up, roll the shoulders back and down 3 times. Good, hands back on your knees, close the eyes, take a breath in, and exhale out. Thank you for practicing with me today. I hope you feel a little more refreshed, and I'll see you next time.